இது போக வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம் தமிழகத்துக்கு தாய் மண்ணிற்கு ஏதாவது பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஆர்வத்தில் திருநெல்வேலியில் சிலிகான் வேலி அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு பெரிய பில்டிங் வந்து ஒரு ஐடி பார்க் கட்டியிருக்கிறாரு சொந்த முயற்சியில். திருநெல்வேலியில் ஒரு ஐடி 1000 பேர் வேலை கொடுக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு நோக்கத்தில் பெரிய முயற்சி எடுத்திருக்கிறாரு. இதான் ஒரு சிறிய இவர் வந்து அடுத்த ஐடியில் அடுத்த ஒரு 2 வருடங்கள் 5 வருடங்கள் 10 வருடங்களில் என்னென்ன ஜாப்ஸ் வந்து என்னென்ன ஜாப்ஸ் வந்து எதுவுமே ஆக போகுது ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூவில் வந்து நமக்கு வந்து வணக்கம். நீங்கள் மிக்க நன்றி.
தேங்க்யூ சிவா. எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் நேரில் வந்து உடல்நிலை காரணமாக வர முடியல. சிவா எவ்வளோ டைமில்?
ஒரு 45 minutes.
சரி, ஸோ நான் ஒரு 20-25 minutes ப்ரெசன்டேஷனை முடிச்சிடறேன். தென் we can have some live question and answers. Can everybody hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see my screen? The first slide, picture of jobs.
Prabha, you can start. உங்களுடைய first page வந்து தெரியுது, picture of jobs.
Okay, very good. So இன்னைக்கு நம்ம job title வந்து அதாவது presentation title வந்து job பத்தி பேசலாம்னு இருக்கோம். Future of jobs. The moment we hear about future of jobs, அப்படின்னு சொன்னோடனே நமக்கு என்ன முதல்ல இமீடியட்டாக தோணுதுன்னா, are we going to work with the robots or are we going to work with, we are all working with computers most of the time, and now the bigger question is, are we going to work with the robots? இதுதான் நம்மளோட future of jobs நம்ம கூட இருக்குமா அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு thinking. So let's this is more of a thought leadership kind of information. Then in depth நம்ம கொஞ்சம் analyze பண்ணலாம். The first question will be, will automation kill or create jobs? இதுதான் இன்னைக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பெரிய கொஸ்டின். எல்லாரும் முன்னாடியும் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பெரிய கொஸ்டின் வந்து, will automation kill or create jobs? The answer is yes and no. Will automation kill the jobs? Yes. Will it create jobs? Yes. Certain jobs it will kill, certain jobs it will create. So வந்து என்னென்ன ஏரியாஸில் வந்து இந்த ஜாப்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து எலிமினேட் ஆகும், என்ன ஏரியாஸில் புது ஜாப்ஸ் கிடைக்கும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னா, then we will have an idea of where and how we have to equip ourselves to stay relevant, equip ourselves to stay employed, and equip ourselves to improve. So that's going to be the topic of discussion today. Or case study பார்க்கலாம். Anyone heard about the company called UiPath? இது வந்து it's a robotic process automation tool. There are a lot of robotic process automation tools currently available. This one is pretty robust. It's a Romanian company. They have increased their revenue from $1 million to $100 million. I don't remember any other company took the revenue from that single digit to 3 digit in less than 2 years. It is an automation tool like Microsoft Office. This is getting implemented in every computer to improve the process and automation. If the revenue goes from 1 million to 100 million, in my perspective, they could have eliminated or improved the process for about million jobs. In the company, about 2,500 employees are working. It's a global company. It started in Romania, and they recently raised $400 million in revenue at a $7 billion valuation. So the latest statement is their last year revenue is $180 million, and they're on track to $450 million revenue this year, which is, you know, pretty, 180 million to 450 million dollars, 300% at this rate. The amount of jobs are getting eliminated, redundant jobs, manual jobs, data entry jobs, BPO jobs, all are going to get eliminated using tools like UiPath. So that's one case study. The second case study, if you see a comparison of gasoline engine compared to electric cars. The typical gasoline engine, if you compare the gasoline engine and electric vehicle has 2,000 parts less compared to gasoline engine. I mean 2,000 parts less compared to the typical car. What does that mean? The suppliers, the automobile industry, the supply chain, the supply ecosystem is going to have a disruption in under 5, 10, 20 years. Maybe after 10 years, every new car that is going to come to the market is going to be EV. What's the problem with the EV? It is a disruption of the ecosystem. It does not have a tank, no gas, no gasoline engine, no transmission, and less moving parts. Maintenance is less. When you talk about there is no gas station is needed, imagine the gas station. It may change to charging stations, but not because now you can charge at home. So the number of times that you need to go to the gas station is low. So like that, the whole ecosystem is going to get disrupted. Not only that, if the supply chain is getting dismantled for 2,000 part manufacturer, which means maybe 10,000 parts manufacturing, 10,000 manufacturing companies to manufacture this 2,000 parts will be gone. What about their accounting system? What about their even lawnmowers to those companies? What about the HR? What about, all those things will get dismantled. It's going to make a lot of changes. So the technologies that are going to come and disrupt now, it's unbelievably humongous. The third case study, you all know that. We pretty much totally forgot all these smaller equipments. We touched and played, and even sometimes, these alarm clock have been thrown away near our bedroom to somewhere else that it is waking up. And today we cannot throw that phone just like we are throwing that alarm clock. And probably our kids may not know even how to use the film roll in the camera and how it is being done. So this kind of changes and disruption that we have seen in the last 5, 10, 20 years. One single smartphone removed 20 different appliances in our world. And what happened to that ecosystem? What happened to those companies? So like that, the jobs are getting transformed every day, every hour, and every minute today. All this because of the Industrial Revolution 4.0. We all know that Industry 1.1 or 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. But the Industrial 4.0 is completely different. Why? Because it is a technology, because it is an easy to adapt, and the amount of innovation, the research going behind this, and the global execution. Previously, it takes 10 years, 5 years, at least 2 years to get anything that reach other countries in other places. But today, if there is a new software, if there is a new tool, even a company in Romania going globally, disrupting everywhere. So we are in the global ecosystem. So the Industrial 4.0 going to transform our life and jobs and our day-to-day activity in a completely different way. There are 4 major aspects of this Industrial 4.0 revolution. Number one is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence exists probably last 20-25 years. It is not a new technology. It exists for the last 20-25 years. But it is being transformed and able to do a lot of things today because of the innovation in camera technologies, innovation in process improvement, innovation in CPU, innovation in cloud computing, storage. All those things make the existing artificial intelligence system to learn and execute things faster. Today, machines can see, machines can hear, and machines can speak. And that become day-to-day life. You know, we can say, hey Google, navigate to convention center. It gives you the map and location just over the voice, even with the different accent. That's the power of AI today. Number two is 5G. It is already on a pilot. We have seen the mobile evolution in the last 4 or 5 years from 1G to 2G to 4G to 5G. Today is 5G. 5G is probably 100 times faster, efficient, no network latency. That's what the 5G network is coming in. Every lamp post is going to have a signal reflector, receiver, and transmitter, which means you will not have any problem in the data connection. And today we are seeing, you know, pretty much if you go to basement, you don't have a connection. If you go inside the building, you don't have connection. Just imagine you are 24/7 online with a high-speed network. You can do a lot of things. It's a real-time solution that we can bring in everything. So that's the 5G. It's part of the 4.0 revolution. Third is industrial IoT. This is again another disruption. You take the AI component and the 5G component connected with every machine, like a refrigerator, or even your car, you know, or even the doorbell, even house lock. It's a real time. When you start from your office, it can predict that it will take 30 minutes to come home, so get your AC ready. You don't need to even switch on the app and enable your air conditioning. It will predict that when you are going to come based on your schedule and all those things. Even there's a funny thing, people are coming up saying that when you are leaving, it may even order your favorite coffee, and then the Starbucks will prepare when the time that you go nearby. That much of efficiency they are planning to bring in using this connectivity and technology and the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is likely to be a lot more powerful using all these technologies with the predictive modeling. What does that mean? The chatbots, those are smaller technologies. IoT, every equipment that are going to come by 2020 will have sensors to self-diagnose. I recently heard Tesla can diagnose and order parts when there is a need. You don't need to even create a service ticket. That's the power of IoT. Then the fourth one is evolving, but it's a very, very early stage, called quantum computing. The processing power is being increased exponentially in the last 20 years. Usually people quote that our mobile phone is 10 times more powerful than the computer that took the Apollo to the moon. That's the kind of power, the process that we have today. And quantum computing is going to be likely to be 100 times faster than what we have. Then imagine the power of processing. So it will be augmented reality, virtual reality. So the way that we are going to do the day-to-day activity is going to be completely different. That is going to change the jobs. That is going to change the skill set. That's going to change the way we get things done today. So what's the nutshell? The connectivity with the power of processing and the storage and a cloud access provide a real-time solution to most of things. Surgeries can be performed remotely. The connected ecosystem, a car going in front of you, maybe 5 cars before you, if they are slowing down, every car behind will automatically get slowed down. The number of accidents will be low. The insurance that we will be paying to the cars will be low. And you will have live AI assistant in every moment of your life. So basically, more than us, our kids will enjoy all of this very well. But I have a debate whether we will enjoy more because we know the real-time problem and we are enjoying the advanced technologies. They may not even know that when we use the letters and postcards, and they never even know that how to put the post stamp on the card when they're sending the cards. All WhatsApp, Snapchat, all those things. They don't even realize that there is a per minute charge to make an international call. So probably our generation will enjoy and reap the benefit and truly enjoy this power of technology. So here is where are we heading, right? Here is my high level one line, very, very important line that we need to consume. I would call 50, 50, 50. Well, let me repeat that one more time. It is 50, 50, 50. What is this 50, 50, 50? It will, maybe in 5 to 10 years, it will take only 50% effort. Whatever we do today, it may take only 50% effort, 50% time, and 50% cost to get things done. Any example, 5 years ago or 10 years ago, the time that we took to book an air ticket, maybe 10 times more than the time that we are spending today. Or even making a call, it takes 10 seconds. Few years ago, not long ago, few years ago, that you need to key in all the 9 digits, 10 digits to make a call, or maybe even adding a country code to make an international call. Today, just it takes probably less than 1 second. You just say the name and then it dials and then it rings. That is the power of technology. So let me repeat that. Whatever we do today, from writing a program, implementing a system, to manufacturing a car, even making a dosa, likely to be 50% less effort, 50% less time, 50% less cost. So if you take that as a concept, which means you need only 50% resources. You probably need to spend only 50% time to get the work done. And if the cost is less, how we will be, maybe it won't eliminate 50% jobs, but it is likely to eliminate at least 20 to 30% jobs. We may need less people. So how that will evolve? Our previous generation might have worked anywhere between 60 to 80 hours a day. And our generation expected to work 40 hours a day. We do work more hours. It depends on what we do, how we do. But whatever we need to get it done, the pay or the expectation is a 40 hours per week payroll. The next generation, or maybe another 10 years, we are likely to work 30 hours work week, maybe 4-day work week. Sometimes it may be 2 jobs, 20 hours one job, another 10 hours one job, something like that. This is going to be a new reality. Already many countries are exploring the 30 hours work week so that more people can get employed. when we talk about employment in US, it's unemployment rate is very, very low. But there is another statistics. Out of, there are a lot of, the unemployment is being captured as a statistics that people looking for a job. But if people don't look for a job, they are not part of the unemployment. There are about 75 million Americans, they are not working today. The less number of people are working, so the unemployment also low because not many of them are looking for a job. So what does that mean? To get job, you have to be highly specialized, unique towards new cutting edge technology. So the talent need for the future job is going to be completely different. How? The more people who are interested in continuous learning. That's why they call it learning agility. Every day you need to learn. You have to adapt to the changes, and you need to find a way to improve your skill sets and fit into the constant change of the technologies, skill sets, process, and compete or learn to work with computers. That's going to be the new way. Let me give so that's going to be the so far whatever we saw, it is a cohesive, high level, how the industry is getting transformed. Let's talk about specific to technology. So in technology, we can split that into 3 areas. One is coding, and low code, and no code. Previously, coding is like SLDC, software development life cycle, which is development, testing, production move, and then maintenance, right? Or that's how there are teams separately. There's separate testing team, there's separate production management team. Today, most of the development is microservices, and I think I heard Facebook releases their new feature or the changes 18 times a day. So they call it CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous development. So if you are in the programming world, or the new way of programming is going to be full stack developer, where somebody has to know end to end. They will be designing the system, they will be developing it, they will be testing it, and they will be deploying it to production on a continuous basis. And then the other high demand areas right now is data science. Data science is a glorified word. It need not to be only with a PhD, with the statistics. That is not just data science. They are statisticians, which is a little high level, which is probably 0.1% of the actual data science community. But there are other data science jobs: analytics, data cleansing, data modeling, even business analysts. Part of the data science, combining, converting requirement into data science related. Sorry for the spelling mistake on that. And then the APIs. APIs and integrations are going to be the new wave of coding, like cloud and system integrations. Most of the coding is currently, or the need for the people, jobs are mostly in the API integration. Say example, if you're specializing in ServiceNow integration with Workday, or ServiceNow integration with SAP, or MuleSoft with Salesforce, or Oracle HCM system with Ariba procurement system. Like that, the companies may have different cloud systems. There are hundreds of thousands of cloud and SaaS providers are coming in. Most of these are the APIs and integration between the systems and the cloud softwares. That is going to be the new bigger opportunities, but be specializing in one small piece of it. That will get into a very good opportunity, pretty good money, and it will be ongoing. Most of the cloud system, if somebody moving from PeopleSoft to Workday, that system is going to exist for at least another 10-15 years. So if you are specializing in particular API or integration technology or Azure or cloud or DevOps, that is likely to be at least exist for another 5 to 8 years. Then the low-code platform. Low-code platform, like the RPA tools, it does not require a lot of coding because most of them are simple drag and drop. Even Salesforce comes under that low-code platform. Then the UI UX, a little bit coding, but mostly on the creativity side. And then the no code, which is completely design or creative thinking, content writing, visualization, those kind of things. Customer success is going to be another big area that is coming up. Previously, it is all sales. Now, because of the digital outreach and digital marketing, those kind of things, that sales jobs are reducing, where people through digital media they're trying to bring the customer, give the trials and freemium models, and then convert the customer into a paying customer. The new title and explores few opportunities. Very high number of jobs are coming in the customer success space, which is, if you are already in the project management, non-technical, maybe this is a path that you could take. It is not a sales job, but it's a customer success job, where you need to coordinate the integration team with the business team, and then understand their business, and then make them get the work done through customization, those kind of things. So these are the opportunities specifically in the tech sector. I didn't go to the skill set level. If you talk about UI UX, like there is the Angular, there is the React, but next month there will be something else. But in a broad category, similarly, if we take about the RPA tools, there is a Blue Prism, there is a UiPath, Automation Anywhere. The tons of tools are coming in. Already 18 tools are available in the market. So it will get evolved and it will get customized towards very specific industry and moving forward. Same thing like full stack developer or data science. It will be Python. There will be different Go, Google tools, Facebook products. All those new tools that keep coming, but we need to continue to learn in order to use that tools moving forward. So these are my final 3 tips, how we can be successful. Number 1, learn every day. That's what I say relevant in the market, because at least 1 hour every day we have to spend. It's not just learning of a technology, but learning what is happening in the market, understanding what are the technologies are coming in, what is blockchain, what is the new products are coming in, which industry is getting changed, what are the new battery technologies are coming in, why solar price is going so low, and all the IoTs and how the medical field is getting transformed. All of those things will help us to understand, not only for us, even for our next generation, to help them, guide them to choose the right path, so that they will get employed, they will make their life easy. The number 2 is the network. Networking in person. We all have all the online tools like Facebook, all those things, but even all those online tools are very powerful only with the people right? Today you took time to come and to meet people, to come and get some information. So whenever you go to network, you will get few good people to get connected. That is important. In future, more than 50% jobs, 50% opportunities will get filled through referrals. So you need to have a pretty strong in terms of networking and everything. The third one, which is very important in our life, maybe the rest of life, is a give back. The giving back is in various forms. Every person can be a mentor. Every person is capable of giving back something to others. And today the GTEN executive team and FETNA team and all of them coming together to bring everybody together as a way of giving back, which is enormous. Please join me and give them a big applause to the organizing team to bring everybody together as a part of giving back. And we all have obligation and commitment to give back, and we will have a lot of hand in hand moving forward. But my simple request, as well as by saying most of the successful people are growing up with a mentality of the giving back, and giving back is actually giving back more. So thanks for the opportunity, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.